Hi there, Millie. What you up to? I see you over there by the faucet. Looks like this is the only squash plant that's really worth saving. Looks like I got a lot of tomatoes to pick here. I see peppers on this plant, but I'm not seeing any that look like they're turning red. That's my little kitty, Millie, right there. Sure as can be. A little closer view of Millie. She got the prettiest eyes, but she's a little bit on the camera shy side. Here's that little white cat hanging out. Looks like he's cleaning himself or herself. Millie looks like she sees something in the tree there, but I don't see what she sees. Here's that little white cat again, grooming itself. Yep. Cat's in the tree. I didn't think Millie was a tree climber, but she is. Boy, she's way up there in that tree. Way up there. Millie's my actor for the day. Yeah, she's putting on a good show. Where'd you learn to climb trees like that, Millie? I didn't know you were a tree climber. Well, she's on the ground now. Yep. Did you know that you're my actor for the day, Millie? Yep. And here's my little kitty. Yep, we call him Kitty. He's a pretty one. You got an itch? No? Yeah, you're a pretty little thing. I can't tame you though. You're still wild. How come you're so wild? How come you won't come a little bit closer? We feed this cat food. It's the dried kind, but we have wet food inside. Yep, looks like the squash bugs got the best of my squash this year. I tried to beat them. Look at all these tomatoes. So much to pick. Yep, we got a lot of them. Here's some real ripe ones. Definitely ripe. There's Millie sitting in her favorite place after climbing the tree. Look what happens to the squash when the squash bugs get at them. They just give up. Couldn't help but notice the hollyhocks. They seem like they're doing so well this year. Look how beautiful the blooms are. Beautiful. Here's one that's more on the red side. It's a very dark pink. I like it. Here's the same hollyhock plant. Look at the pollen inside the plant. Isn't that neat? So you gonna take a little nap on me, Millie? Is that what you gotta do? Sounds good. No, I don't think any of these squash plants are gonna bear fruit anymore. I don't think it's likely. Beautiful tomatoes coming off my plants this year. Really proud of them. And I'm proud of my pepper plants too. They're really nice. This is Brownie grooming herself. She just came out from the inside. Now I wonder where that little white cat's hiding. She always hides amongst the buckets. I see her. She's over there in that chair over there. That's her favorite little chair. She likes to go there a lot. This is a very nice shot of her. Very pretty. I think she's getting used to me a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. This is the food we feed them. It's Friskies food. And of course we always leave water out for them as well. They always have lots of fresh water. And when winter time comes, we have a heated cat bed here for them. I'm glad she's letting me get closer. This might be as close as I can get. Hi, little friend. What you up to? Huh? How's my little friend? How's my little kitty? How's my little kitty? Little pretty kitty. Yeah, it's rather amazing. It's September the 1st, Labor Day, and I still have fresh flowers. Yep, fresh flowers from my zinnia plant. Now that's one of the biggest chard leaves I've ever seen. It's huge. I've heard it said that the smaller leaves aren't as bitter as the larger leaves, but I haven't tried it yet, so we'll find out. Judging from the color of this bean plant, I'd say it's starting to give up a little bit. Yep. But this one's still going strong. So, and here's the little kitty. Come up and sit on top of the air conditioner. View the world. Did you know that you're a pretty one? You sure are. Are you going to get upset if we cut the chard back? Because I know you like to hide in the chard. You know, I've always wondered about this plant. I wasn't sure what kind of plant it was. It's a volunteer. I'm thinking oleander. Oh, he's looking up in the tree for birds. Yeah, sure is. Over here's Brownie. Just laying down, resting after a big meal, I'm sure. Do you like being on camera, Brownie? You seem more acceptable to the camera than some of the other cats. Poor little things, getting sleepy. Yep, getting sleepy. Some of these wild tomato plants are giving me tomatoes now. Hard to imagine. There's the little kitty. What you doing, kitty? Where you going? You gonna run from me? What you looking at? Yeah. This little kitty here's made friends with the cat pack. 3 other cats. They seem to accept them now. Here's some other tomatoes from my volunteer tomato plants. Yep. Still have blooms on my oleander. September the 1st. It's amazing. Yeah, you're getting used to me now. Sure are. Well, we were supposed to get rain past 3 days. No rain at all. Just basically clear skies with a few puffy clouds. There's Millie, got up from her resting spot. Probably looking for a more permanent place to go. I'm debating if I should harvest these tomatoes tonight. I'm not sure, it's getting a little bit late. Some more tomatoes. Red ripe cherry tomatoes. The squash down here, it didn't amount to anything. The bugs got it. Millie seems to be staring aimlessly at the ground without purpose. And Brownie came over here to lay on this ramp, I think, to get away from the mosquitoes. This tomato plant looks a little sick. It still has tomatoes on it, but it's going yellow. As where this tomato plant is still green and has pounds of tomatoes. What do you see, Millie? I know you're looking at something, but I don't see it. Lots and lots of tomatoes. Yep, I'm gonna have enough to make it through the year for sure. There they go. Join each other a little bit. Have an itch, a scratch or two. Millie's always been a little camera shy. She doesn't mind me, but she doesn't like me when I have my camera. This one doesn't seem to mind at all. Brownie. Camera, no camera. Look how the bean plants, they just give up after giving so many beans, they just quit. More tomatoes. Look at what a beautiful red this zinnia flower is. Beautiful color. And here's one that's super red. Red is one of my favorite colors. I wonder what color this one's going to turn out to be. I'll say red. Here's a pink one. Right next to a red one. Yep. Beautiful. But eventually, I think most of them just kind of fade out, turn white from the sun. This bean plant looks pretty healthy. It might produce some more beans. This one still has blooms coming out on it. It's doing well. We haven't been able to eat all the Swiss chard. You can see the leaves that have turned brown falling off the side. Well, here's the little kitten. Came back to his favorite chair. Kitty, kitty. See, I still have red oleander blooms, even this late in the summer. Well, you moved to a new location, up on the retaining wall near the cactus. Looks like you've scooped out the gravel there. Make a nice comfortable place to lay down, for sure. Well, these old pine trees made it through another summer. Hard to believe they've been in the ground for 30 years. Some of them made it, some of them didn't. Luck of the draw. I see these cats, they use this cat ramp all the time to make it up to the top. If I ever get to take a picnic or something like that, I'd like to burn up some of this wood. They say this cactus is edible, but it's best to get the new, young, fresh leaves. What's amazing is how this Mormon tea plant has taken over the hill. There were cactus growing there, but we had a freeze, it froze them. Since then, the Mormon tea got it. I'm not sure how colorful the sunset's going to be tonight, but it might be nice. We've got some little bitty wildflowers coming up. I don't know what they're called. Well, I hope you enjoyed this small little video I made. I'd like to thank you for watching. Come back and visit.